His Majesty, King Maximilian, Godfrey, Ladislaus, Leopold, Sidney, Frederick, John, is giving a ball.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Cinderella, the door.
Cinderella, close the window.
Cinderella, my chair.
Cinderella, my chair.
Cinderella, close the window.
Cinderella, my chair.
Cinderella, close the window. Cinderella, make some tea with honey. Cinderella, iron my dress. I'll need it. Cinderella, lay out my new gown for this evening.
Cinderella, don't forget to wash my gloves for tomorrow.
Cinderella, it's freezing. Poke the fire.
Close the window.
Really, Cinderella. Cinderella, really.
It's freezing.
Close the window.
Close the window.
Close the window, Cinderella. Now, my daughters, I want to talk to you. Well, not you, my own daughters.
She always sits down. No wonder she never gets anything done.
Now, Joy.
Yes, ma'am.
And Portia.
Yes, ma'am.
As you well know, my little mothers, this may be the most important year of your lives. The prince has returned from his studies abroad, and this ball is being given in his honors for one purpose only.
They want him to choose a bride.
Every girl in the kingdom wants to marry the prince, including you, Portia.
Uh-huh.
And you, Joy.
Uh-huh.
On our shopping tour today, I bought you the most beautiful materials and all the frills and frou-frous my purse could afford. So, whether or not you marry the prince, you'll both have to marry someone this year.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, that is, when you want to marry men, you must rely on your beauty alone. Now, Portia, you're named for a great lawyer.
Naturally.
I want you to show off your intellect as well as your beauty, do you understand?
Naturally.
Portia, naturally, naturally.
Naturally.
Right, practice and joy. I want you to live up to your name. I want you to be vivacious and alert as well as beautiful. Do you understand?
Uh-huh.
Now, that does not mean, however, that I want you to neglect your appearance. Our family has always been noted for its fascinating women. So now let's all go upstairs and get our beauty sleep. I'm exhausted from all that shopping. Tomorrow I'm going to have to give myself a massage. That's the only thing that does me any good, a good pounding. That's what your father used to say.
I'm all tired out too, Mother, going from store to store the way we did.
You're tired.
Yes, I'm tired.
I suppose you think you're the only one who's tired.
Well, who bought the most?
That has nothing to do with it.
That has everything to do
That
with
is
it.
what it is.
Bed, both of you.
Ow! Joy! Mother, she's picking on me again!
That's right, don't raise your voices. Well, you don't stand there gaping at me. Tidy up those tea things.
Yes, ma'am. I don't know how they could be so tired, looking at all those beautiful things and buying so many of them. I was too excited to be tired. I love this room. When they've all gone out, there's no one here but me.
Cinderella!
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We're just going to sit down anyways. I love to sit down right here. I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stand in my way. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I'm a young Norwegian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in Milan. I'm an heiress who is always at her silk made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl men go mad for, love the game I can play with a cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. I'm a slave from Calcutta, I'm a queen in Peru, I'm a mermaid dancing upon the sea. I'm a huntress on an African safari. It's a dangerous type of sport, and yet it's fun. In the night I sally forth to seek my quarry. When I find I forgot to bring my gun, I am lost in the jungle, all alone and unarmed. When I meet a lioness Cinderella, and I'm glad to be back in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair.
The prince is giving a ball! Oh, joy! The prince is giving a ball! You gotta sing to this.
We had to do something to celebrate the 21st birthday of our son, His Royal
Maisie.
Highness Christopher
Maisie.
Windham
Maisie.
Casimir.
I know all his names. I'm his father.
A fine father you are.
What do you mean?
A fine father you are.
I mean, you never worry about him
Why should I worry about him?
because he isn't happy.
How do you know?
He doesn't seem to have any interest in anything or anyone.
Oh, he's happy, all right.
If he's happy, why doesn't he get married?
If he's happy, then why? So, should he? So, get married? No!
Look at your hands.
How could I have gained so much weight in only 5 years?
Because of all you've done for 5 years, gained weight. You haven't worn a court costume because you haven't given a ball in 5 years. You've done nothing to give your subjects any fun. Not a festival, not a fair, not a pageant. You've done nothing to make your people love you.
Ah, but they do anyway. Don't they? Oh,
The royal tailor will have to make you
but
another suit.
that'll cost money.
Don't start to worry about what you're going to pay the tailor. Wait until you see what this ball is going to cost.
Maisie, this is no time to splurge. The exchequer is very low, and I can't afford...
I have the chef and the steward outside waiting to report their plans for the dinner.
The dinner.
Certainly, you can't have a ball without a dinner. Come in, please.
Don't have them here.
Your Majesties, Your Majesties, a list of the bare necessities.
A list of the bare necessities for what?
For 1,700, yes.
That seems a lot. Don't have any chicken a la king.
Very well, Your Majesty.
I hate to see that written on a menu, chicken a la king. Seems like a comment on my courage.
Lobsters for the salad.
Well,
And 500 pheasants for the pie.
hi guys.
1,000 pounds of caviar.
1,000? That's more than the Durden can supply.
I told the steward to get us 4 years of lettuce and 600 dumpling pigs for roasting.
What about my marshmallows?
Who wants marshmallows?
I do.
Why?
For toasting. I want the wine of my country.
Hush, hush, hush.
I want the wine of my country. I want the wine of my country. I want the wine of my country. And the wine of my country is beer.
Obviously.
Hello, Father.
Oh, hello, my boy. I thought you were going for a ride.
I am, Father. The groom is bringing my horse around at 3 o'clock.
Christopher, how are you feeling?
Fine, Father.
You're not unhappy or anything, are you?
Why, no, Father.
That's what I thought.
Ah, that's fine. It seems to me, sir, that you look a little tired.
Oh, I am tired when I think of that darned ball. You know that ball you're giving? With my money?
Oh, that. Well, to tell you the truth, sir, it's not a night I'm looking forward to. Dancing with all those candidates.
Candidates?
Every simpering girl in the kingdom, each one determined to show that she would be the perfect princess for me.
Know how you feel, my boy. More fun to chase one girl than be stampeded by a whole herd of them.
One thing is sure, whoever I marry, it won't be anyone I meet at the ball.
Yes, I know how you feel. And I feel the same. Only there's one thing we mustn't forget. Your mother's got her heart set on giving this affair.
Yes, I know.
Chris, if you talk to your mother, don't let her know how you feel. Tell her that you love the idea of the ball. Love, exactly. Make her feel good about it. Know what I mean? Now I'll tell you, when you're talking to women, you have to be careful. Oh, hello, my dear. That is Christopher and I, we were discussing,
I was just saying, Mother, how much I'm looking forward to the ball. It sounds wonderful.
Does it?
Yes, and I was wondering if I could help. I mean, in any of the preparations.
Well, yes, dear, maybe you can.
And I see they're bringing my horse around from the stables now.
What's wrong? Have you got the sniffles? Getting cold? Better take something for it. Wouldn't want to have a red nose at the ball.
I'll be over it by then.
Maisie,
What?
that boy isn't unhappy.
How do you know?
Well, I asked him. He says he's feeling fine.
Did he? You know something?
What?
I love you.
Naturally you do. I'm the king.
That has nothing to do with it.
Boys and girls like you and me, walk beneath the sky. They look just as we look, with the same dream in their eyes. Songs and kings and many things have their day and are good. But boys and girls like you and me, we go on and
They walk on every village street. They walk in lanes where branches meet, and stars send down their blessings from the
They call through storms of doubt and fear, and so they go from year to year, believing in each other as we do. Bravely marching forward two by two. Boys and girls like you and me, walk beneath the sky.
They love just as we love.
With the same dream in their eyes, songs and kings and many things have their day and are gone. But boys and girls like you and me, we go on and on.
Hear ye, hear ye. Hear ye all. A royal proclamation. A holiday is hereby proclaimed. Let every bank be closed. Let every shop be closed. Let every school be closed. For today is the day of the ball.
help at all. A very disorganized girl.
That's right, Mother. No brains. When you haven't got it, you haven't got it. And Cinderella,
Cinderella, my reticule.
Cinderella, my lorgnette.
Cinderella, my fan.
Cinderella, I need my handkerchief.
The carriage is here. You all look beautiful.
Don't we?
Cinderella, the card. Come along, girls.
Have a good time. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I am in the royal palace of all places. I am chatting with prince and king and queen, and the color on my two stepsisters' faces is a queer sort of sour apple green. I am coy and flirtatious when alone with the prince. Your Highness, you shouldn't say such things. I'm the bearer of the ball in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. Oh, I wish.
Ball and fiddly-dee, fiddly-faddly faddle. All the wishes in all the world are poppycock and swaddle.
Oh, Godmother, I'm so glad to see you.
I thought you might be lonely, and well, I knew what you'd be doing.
What?
I just knew I would find you in that same little chair, in that pale pink mist of a foolish dream.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Folly-roll and fiddly-dee, fiddly-faddly foodle. All the dreamers in all the world are dizzy in the noodle.
What do you suppose every girl is doing tonight? Well, every girl who isn't at the ball. She's dreaming and wishing she were really there.
Well, why aren't you really there?
My stepmother. Well, someone had to mind the house.
You know what I would do if I were you? I'd leave them. I'd just up and get out of the house. They make you work harder than a servant. And if you want to be a servant, you can go somewhere else and be paid.
You mean leave my stepmother? I don't think if father were alive, he would like that very much. Do you?
Cinderella, aren't you going to ask me in?
Oh, forgive me, Godmother. Of course. Come round to the door.
Don't bother.
How did you get in?
The window.
The window.
The window. Aren't you going to offer me some tea?
Of course. I'll just light the... It was out. The kettle's hot. It's most curious. Flowers, but I'm sure I did...
I thought they'd lights in the room. Oh, your water's boiling.
Of course. I'll have this in just a minute. Please sit down.
Thank you.
Godmother, I'm so glad you happened to stop by. I was getting very lonely.
I thought you might be.
Godmother, do dreams never come true?
Well, I wouldn't say never, just seldom.
That's not very often, is it?
Not very often is precisely what seldom is. You know, you're a nice godchild, but you ask such foolish questions.
Godmother, I wish you believed in wonderful things. I wish that you believed that every once in a while something marvelous and magical could happen.
Well, I don't say that I don't believe that once in a while something marvelous and magical can happen.
For instance, do you believe in guardian angels?
Well, I don't say I don't believe in them. The only thing is, it's dangerous to believe in too much in good fairies and guardian angels.
Why?
Well, you get to lean on them too much. You get in the habit of sitting back and expecting them to do all the work for you. You've got to help yourself, you know.
I know, I think about it all the time, but then I don't know what to do, so I wind up just wishing and dreaming. I don't suppose that does any good at all, does it?
Well, I don't say it doesn't do any good at all. As a matter of fact, everything starts with a wish. Nothing happens without wishing.
Do you know what I was wishing tonight just before you came?
I'm almost afraid to hear.
Do you see that pumpkin out there in the yard?
Oh, yeah, the one I nearly stumbled over?
Mm-hmm. Well, the moon is shining on it now. Oh. I was wishing that that pumpkin would turn into a great big royal golden carriage that would take me to the ball.
And, what we're gonna do for horses?
White mice. Or white mice would turn into beautiful white prancing steeds.
Oh, and were you gonna drive them yourself?
Oh, no, there would be a coachman and a footman and 2 flunkies on the back seat.
And, where were they coming from?
They could be the 4 baby rats I saw down by the cellar yesterday.
Oh.
I know what you're going to say. Fol-de-rol and fiddle-dee-dee.
Yes, folly-rol and fiddly-dee.
Impossible, I suppose.
It's impossible.
Just the same, I'm still wishing it.
Nonsense.
I'm wishing it very hard.
You are?
I am. If only I had some magical help. If only I had a guardian angel. Or if my godmother were a fairy godmother.
That's not funny.
I'm wishing in the name of every young girl who ever wanted to go to a dance and was told she couldn't. I'm wishing that I may go to that dance tonight. I wish that by some sort of magic or abracadabra, or fol-de-rol and fiddle-dee-dee, that all the kind hearts in the world will put their heads together.
All the kind hearts put their heads together?
You know what I mean.
Oh.
That all the kind hearts and good souls will wish with me. And that you, godmother, will help me with every ounce of strength and cleverness you possess.
Cinderella.
Yes, godmother?
It's impossible.
Impossible. I suppose you're right.
I am. Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. Such fol-de-rol and fiddle-dee-dee, of course, is impossible. But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft enduring hopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day. Impossible, 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 impossible.
Impossible things are happening every day. Is that true, godmother?
Well, I suppose so, in a way.
Then I continue to build up my hope for tonight. And I officially wish...
Oh, officially wish?
Yes, I officially wish. And wish and wish all those things I said about the carriage and the white mice and the rats.
It's impossible.
Just the same, I'm still going to wish it.
Ugh. Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and the prince to join in marriage. And 4 white mice will never be 4 white horses. They will. Some fol-de-rol and fiddle-dee-dee, of course, is impossible.
But the world is full of zanies and fools who won't believe in sensible rules and who won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy ideals keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Cinderella, look. Godmother, it's everything I wished for. The carriage and the horses, even the coachman and the footman. But how? You?
Body-roll and fiddly-dee. It's magic.
But I don't understand.
And you don't have to. Now, if you don't hurry, the ball will be over before you get there.
Oh, Godmother, thank you. It's wonderful. Thank you.
Welcome.
It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country pumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And so I mice are easily turned to horses. So 40-year-old and fiddly-dee, of course, is quite possible. It's possible, for the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed dopes keep building up impossible hopes, they're possible. Things are happening every day. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible.
exactly as I told you.
Aren't you coming with me?
Heavens no, I've been to so many of these. I couldn't stand another. Furthermore, all I can do is drink your way. How it turns out from here is up to you.
But I'm afraid to go in there all by myself.
You needn't be, except for one thing. Do not stay beyond 12 o'clock. Since you're in the coach. Cinderella, I'm sorry. Sometimes things just don't always turn out the way they're supposed to. Okay, but anyway, see that you're in the coach and off for home when the clock strikes 12.
But why is it so important that I'm back by midnight?
Just obey and don't ask any questions.
But Godmother, I don't understand. Godmother, where are you going? She just vanished in the thin air. Have you ever seen anything like that before?
Yes, many times.
It's the first time I've ever seen something like that.
You'll see worse than that if you're not home by midnight.
I'm ready.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Anyway, we're doing it for our son.
Looks like he's having a worse time than I am. Look at him. How long do you think we have to stay?
Until the very end.
I've lost track of the prince. Where is he? He's back to his joy. He is. Oh, that joy. I want to shoot at it. You shall have it. Now, you must remember what I told you. Beauty is not enough. You must show him you have brains like your namesake Portia from Merchant of Venice. Now go.
Nope.
A lawyer.
Really?
And someday I'll sing some school judge or something, and I'll say, how the equity heaven breaks down from heaven. Heaven's a funny
Now the party's beginning to look better.
I wonder who she is. All of a sudden, he's a different boy. His face is brightened up. He's dancing with a new spring in his step.
You know, seeing him dance with that lovely creature, you know, it takes me back
To where?
to the first time I danced with you, my darling.
I wonder who she is.
I wonder who she is. Who is she?
I've never seen the girl before.
Well, whoever she is, it's clear to me he likes her the best. That's funny. He doesn't look very intellectual.
I have never met you before, have I?
No, I don't get out much.
I don't even know your name. Mine is Christopher.
Oh, yes, I know. Christopher, Rupert, Windermere, Vladimir, Carl.
I don't use all those names. I'd like you to call me just Christopher.
You would?
Have you a strange feeling that something has just happened to you and you don't know what it is?
That's exactly the way I feel.
And you have no idea what it may be?
No, I have no idea. I wonder how we can find out what it is.
Let us think back over our history together.
Isn't very long, is it?
10 minutes ago I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling, you gave me the feeling the room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel, with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the sky. In the arms of my love I'm flying, over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again. I have told you my feelings. You've not yet described how you felt.
Well, my feelings are very much the same as yours. Ten minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found him, I have found him. In the arms of my love I'm flying, over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
May I show you around the royal garden?
I would like that very much.
frothy little bubble with a flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble, I can break her little arm. Oh, oh, why would a fella want a girl like her? Who obviously unusual. Why would a fella ever want to prefer a usual girl like me? Her cheeks are really shade of pink, but not any picture little roses. Her skin may be delicate and soft, but not any softer than a dose's. Her neck is whiter than a swan. She's only as dainty as a daisy. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is this fella going crazy? Oh, why would a fella want a girl like her? A girl who's merely loved. Why can a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
too crowded.
It's nicer out here.
Yes, with the moon beaming down on us. What is the matter?
I have to go.
Why?
I promised my godmother I'd be home by midnight.
Your godmother won't mind if you're a little late.
Oh, you don't understand. I have a very strange sort of godmother.
You're a very strange kind of girl. You haven't yet told me your name.
It's a silly name. You wouldn't like it.
Of course I would. Whatever your name is, it's the most beautiful name in the world. Whatever you're called, I love you. I will always love you. You don't say anything. I've just told you that I loved you, and you don't say anything.
I'm afraid to. I'm afraid I might wake up.
Are you sure you're dreaming?
Oh, yes.
Are you dreaming that I'm about to kiss you? It is strange how things happen. A girl I never saw before comes down a flight of stairs. My whole life has changed. I'm suddenly in a different world. I'm deeply in love, and yet I do not know why I'm in love. Do you?
Do I what?
Do you know why I'm in love? What did you think I meant?
I thought you meant, do I know why I am in love?
Well, do you? I mean, are you?
Oh, yes.
And you don't know why?
No, but I don't care why.
I always want to know why I do anything, why I feel anything. And so I ask myself why you, a stranger, are suddenly the only kind of girl I could love. And you're the only one of your kind. Why is the sound of your voice the sweetest sound in the world? Why is the color of your hair the only color a girl's hair should be? Why would I rather hold you in my arms than do anything else in the world? Why?
Because, Your Highness.
Christopher.
Christopher. Because that's the way you feel.
But why do I feel this way? What makes you so miraculous?
Your imagination.
Then what makes my imagination so miraculous? Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem?
Maybe you do just imagine me. Maybe I'm imagining you. Am I making believe I see in you a man too perfect to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem? What's wrong?
Wait, I don't know your name.
1,000, what would you say, girls?
I would say about 10,000.
Or 12.
It must be a very large ballroom at the palace.
At least half a mile long.
And what beautiful music for dancing.
Did you dance too?
Oh, I should say I did. I met on a beau of mine and he practically monopolized me.
Was he a good dancer?
Light as a feather.
And what about the prince? Did any of you dance with him?
Did any of us get to dance with the prince?
Did you hear what she said? Did any of us get to dance with the prince? Well, of course we did. I danced about an hour with him.
You did?
Yes, didn't you?
Oh, I guess I did if you did.
Did you know everyone at the ball?
Practically everyone, all except a princess who came in very late and left very early. I didn't know who she was.
Did she dance with the prince?
Yeah, I think I saw her dancing with him once.
But just once.
Do you think he liked her?
She was only there for a few minutes, Cinderella.
Did you go to bed right after we left?
No, I stayed up till a little after midnight.
And what were you doing all that time?
Dreaming.
Dreaming what?
About how wonderful it must be to be all three of you going to the ball.
You couldn't possibly imagine.
I think I can.
You couldn't.
Maybe I have more imagination than you think. I've been trying to dream and feel exactly the way you must have felt. Well, the way any girl would feel going to a ball. All that time, then the night finally arrives. You put on the most beautiful dress you've ever worn in your life, and then off you go. I think I can almost feel what that would be like. I imagine when you're driving through the moonlight on the highway, when you're driving through the moonlight to dance, you are breathless with wild anticipation of adventure and excitement and romance. That at last you see the towers of the palace, silhouetted in the sky above the park, and below them there's a row of windows like a lovely diamond necklace in the dark.
It looks that way, the way you say.
She talks as if she knows. I do not know these things are so. I only just suppose. I saw when you come into the ballroom, and the room itself is floating in the air. If you're suddenly confronted by his highness, you are frozen like a statue on the stair. You're afraid to hear the way your heart is beating, and you know you mustn't make the first advance. You are seriously thinking over retreating.
No!
And asking you to dance. You make a vow to vow, and shyly answer yes. How would you know that this is so? I do no more than guess.
You can guess till you're blue in the face, but you can't even picture such a man. It's more than a prince needs an eye.
But sisters, I really think I can. What? I think that I can picture such a man.
We can turn our girl to
When he walks with you, whirls you around so that your feet never even touch the floor.
That's right, they don't.
He makes you feel that you weigh nothing at all.
That's right, he does.
He walks with you around the crowded ballroom and then out onto the terrace.
That's right, he does. Didn't he walk you out on the terrace? I guess he did. I was so faint with joy I didn't know what was happening to me.
Me too. Out on the terrace, you stop a while start walking.
Yes?
You stop walking.
Then?
You start talking, and then you stop talking? That's absolutely right.
Oh.
Then you start thinking.
Start thinking what?
How wonderful it all is.
How wonderful what all is.
Everything.
A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in the hazy heavens tremble above you while he's whispering, Jordan, I love you. You said goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you dream of this lovely, lovely night.
A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see.
You meet your prince, a charming prince,
As charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in the hazy heavens tremble above you while he's whispering, darling, I love you.
you say goodbye, away you fly.
But on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
A lovely night,
Lovely, lovely night. How lovely! How lovely! Shut up! A charming prince,
as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in the heavens
trembles above you.
while he whispering,
Darling, I love
you say goodbye, away you fly.
but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
Rubbish and dribble, and you listening to her and even aping her very words.
But mother!
Enough! Go to your room.
It's all Cinderella's fault. Imagine her trying to imagine what it's like at the ball. There's no way. There's not like that at all. You know what they always say? An idle mind is like a devil's workshop. That's what they always say. Why, guys? Why?
And you clean this place up. It looks like a pig pen. I danced when he promised always to love me. The day came through. Away I flew, but on my lips he left a kiss. All my life I'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
I know it belongs to her.
Well, what are you going to do?
Sir, may I send your regards to the kingdom in search of her?
Of course you may.
And your secret service. May I call on them to help?
Yes, of course. Never find anything, but you can try.
Oh, I will try everything. I will do everything in my power to find the owner of this slipper.
Well, that's what I would do.
What? I would! See that the slipper is tried on every young maiden in the kingdom. Every last one, no matter how unlikely she looks. You're to keep trying until you find the one that fits. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Find that girl.
And I will just go speak to the chief of my secret service.
Chris, suppose you don't find her.
I must find her.
Before last night, you knew nothing about her. You know nothing about her now except that she danced prettily and that she looked pretty.
I know that she's the loveliest thing on earth. And I'll never be happy without her.
Why do you think that?
I don't know why. And I don't expect you to understand, Mother.
But I do understand, Chris. I know it doesn't take long to feel the way you do about this girl. But there is one fact I want you to face. You may never see her again. I don't want you to waste your life on a dream. I want you to be in love with a real girl.
She is real.
She was real last night. If she doesn't come back, she'll never be real again, will she? Chris, be honest with yourself. Does your future happiness really depend upon your finding her? Or are you just telling yourself that? Don't be angry with me. Think over what I am saying. Ask yourself that this is not just an illusion, an infatuation with something that doesn't even exist at all.
You're somewhere out there. I don't know where. You said last night you thought we were dreaming. Maybe you were right. Maybe my mother's right. How can I know? How can one ever know? Do I love you because you're beautiful?
Or is she beautiful because you love her?
Am I making believe I see in you a girl to love me to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful?
Or is she wonderful because you want her?
Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem?
Honestly, it's my shoe. I know that shoe anyway.
See, Mother? Do you see that? It fits perfectly.
Ah! Get it off! Get it off my foot now! Shut up! Obviously meant for more dainty feet. You should like it, would you?
Is there anyone else in the house?
No, there's no one else here.
What about Cinderella?
Nonsense.
Who's Cinderella?
She's just some sort of general helper and chimney sweep. There'd be no use trying to slip her on her.
We had instructions to try to slip her on everyone.
Try upstairs.
How dare you come poking your nose into my business?
I thought this was the prince's business. He's the one trying to find the missing girl, isn't he?
But Cinderella!
She is a girl.
There's nobody upstairs.
No one there?
Oh, I told you so.
That's just like Cinderella. She hasn't even finished the laundry or the floors, and look at the fireplace. Look at it! It needs to be swept out, and the mantle. And Mother, if I was in charge around—
Well, you're not.
But I don't understand. Cinderella not there. Where could she be? Oh, I know.
Well, everyone else gets to.
You know, Harold. No. What? Do you want to try that on the size 6? Can I? No! Take it off!
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
As you tried to slip her on every young maiden.
Every young maiden that could be found. I'm sorry, Your Highness.
Mother was right. It's all just a foolish dream. Either she doesn't exist, or she's fled the kingdom. Thank you. You may go. You? Who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Highness. I didn't think it. I should be going.
Oh, wait. You look familiar somehow. At least I think you do, under all that grime. Do you work in the palace?
No, Your Highness.
Do you by any chance have a sister?
2, Your Highness.
These sisters, were they at the ball?
Yes, Your Highness.
Do they look like you?
Well, they're stepsisters, Your Highness.
Stepsisters. Oh,
Is anything the matter, Your Highness?
Just the end of a dream. A dream about a glass slipper that didn't fit anyone.
But you mustn't give up hope.
It was just a waste of time. A wild goose chase. It was impossible.
Oh, but impossible things are happening every day.
And even foolish dreams come true?
Oh, yes. If you wish hard enough and believe in what you're wishing, even the most foolish dreams can come true.
Why do I feel, or am I just imagining? Who are you?
I'm just a girl from the village. I really should go. I promised my stepmother I'd be back.
Your stepmother won't mind if you're a little late. Wouldn't mind if you were a little late.
Really, Your Highness, I must go.
Yes, I suppose you must.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Wait. At least tell me your name.
That's a silly name. You wouldn't like it.
Silly name. Wouldn't like it. Stop. Has anyone tried the slipper on you?
No, Your Highness.
I have found you, and I still do not know your name.
My name is Cinderella.
Princess Cinderella, the most beautiful name in the world. want to do.
Now I can be whatever I want to be. And love is a song you'll sing all life through. All life
cast have some people we have to thank for giving us this opportunity. And hopefully I don't miss anybody because I'm on Vicodin right now. So I'll try and get everyone's name right. Okay, first we have to thank the person who helped make us all look this good, except for Pat. Helps us look so good. Which is our makeup coordinator, designer person, Tina Beringer. Okay, next is the other person who helped us look so good by helping us get all these lovely costumes that you see here, except for mine. This is my personal wardrobe. And that is Miss Cheryl Arbogast. Okay, let's see. Next we have. Oh my God, what's her last name? Okay, next we have the choreographer. Who used to be Leslie Barnes Fry, but she got married. Lannon? Leslie Lannon! It's good to be with you. Okay, next we have, we have a man who just got back from, where, North Korea? He was in some Asian country. And he just got back, and today was the first, wait, was he here yesterday? I forget. No. But he didn't get to see all of us, but he was here with us in spirit this whole time. We're extremely thankful to Mr. Dave Abbott for helping with the singing. We'd also like to thank, real quick, Broadway 2 Productions and Rick Ashworth for doing the music. He's not here right now, but yay for Rick. Yeah. Next we have someone who was our assistant director, assistant producer, who helped us all stay sane and on task, and was also really fun to be around. He's also known as Arbo among us, but Mr. Dave Arbogast. Okay, and next we have someone who was very important to the way this all worked and helped make all this possible. All those walls you see back there, which, just so you know, aren't actually walls. That's a trick. It's what we use in theater. He's our technical director who helped us with all this and was a great person with his experience and his talent, Mr. Bob Nolman. Last, but certainly not least, is someone who has made it possible for us all to be here, made it possible for us all to come on this stage and entertain you, as I'm sure you're all thankful for. And that is our director, a dear, dear friend of mine, Mr. Joe Biden.
Friend of mine thing, he's got to close his mouth.
It's not that great to be the king.
There are some people that have worked tremendous effort put into all of this, who have gotten very little stage time in the way of bows, though occasionally they show up on our stage, and I want you to meet those folks. They are our microphone mistress, Miss Julie Madden. Julie, are you there? Soundboard operator back there, Mr. Andy Carnello. Yeah! Our crowd crew, Ms. Nicole Strasser, and our spot operators way up there in the top row, Jen Bennett and Brittany Marsh. On the right, designer / board operator, Miss Kitty Hill. Our running crew, Mr. Dan Lawal, Caitlin Brew, Alex Corona, Paul Busher, and Emily Beck. chorus with our stage manager, Miss Claire Strassen. I'm sorry, this is going to take a while. You're just going to have to wait. There's also some special people I want to thank here before we get to a couple of other things. And first of all, foremost, I want to thank the administration in the form of our bishop, our principal, Ms. Maureen Baldock. And I would feel really bad if I didn't get this right. I'm going to name a couple of names because they've been with us for a long, long time. We have a very supportive group of parents, and I'm sure you're aware of that. Most especially, I want to thank the person who coordinated all of our parents and got this all running. And I'm not even sure she's here. Is she?
Which one?
No.
Kathleen's one.
Yeah, okay. And that's Miss Kathleen Flannery. Flower sale. I want to thank all the parents who helped support us out there in fundraising. And this is the 4th year that I've been involved in Mount Notre Dame Theater, and every year I've been involved, this woman's been here to support us, and I am deeply grateful for her support. And her support comes in a lot of ways, in some ways that I'm not going to mention, but I'll tell you about the ones that are most obvious, and those are the beautiful work that she does to put up on our stage. One of our dress designers, seamstresses, Miss Alice Bisping. Alice, if you're around, stand up. And finally, I want to say a big thank you to the families of these kids. You've been wonderfully supportive, and I greatly appreciate it. This has been a lot of work, a lot of hours. Quick story, Sunday we did 2 shows. And by 9:15 in that morning, I found out that 4 of our cast members were down with the flu. By 7 o'clock starting the second show, we'd lost 21 people in this cast and crew. But they did the show, and they did a great job, and they pulled together. You all have raised some terrific kids, let me tell you. I've got some very important seniors I want to thank. Like I said, this is my 4th year. This is my freshman class walking in. Some of these people have been with me the whole time or joined up somewhere along the line. And so there's some very special people I want to thank. And first off, I want to make sure I do this. The person who's been with us all the shows, I think every show since I've been here, and helped us out either on stage crew, house, or in one way or another, our house manager, Miss Lauren Montel. Lauren, come up here. Other seniors we want to thank. We want to thank from our chorus, somebody who's been with us several times, Miss Kathy Rowland. Also, one of our dancers, Senior Elise Gorman. Elise. Also, another one of our dancers, Miss Melanie Nelson. In our chorus, Miss Maggie Bergen, who was actually a beautiful young lady. Maggie plays an old woman half the time. Also, someone who's been with us from the beginning and I've done several shows with, and she's just been incredible to work with and has really put in the effort, Miss Christy Benhay. Also, I just want to say this, and before I even start this, I just want to let her know everything's okay. Miss Courtney Heitkämper, our joy. And also one of the sweetest, meanest people you ever want to meet, our stepmother, Miss Abby Bell. Finally, I was really upset that she was not able to join us last year because I knew what we were missing. I'm so glad that she came back to join us this year. It's just been a thrill to listen to her sing and see her on stage. Again, Miss Christy Wheeler, our Perry John. Somebody that I haven't introduced, and I've been putting her through incredible misery, and there's only one person sitting in this room that understands that misery, right, Jen? and that's our student director, who's done, you know, that title is just so limited when she's done pretty much everything that was asked of her beyond taking care of tickets, some issues with house organization and beginning with auditions. I think because of her, we saw 139 students here for these auditions. And she's been incredible. She has picked up and taken care of everything, and not a step was missed, and I'm very proud of her. Miss Dana Brune. Dana's never yet heard this. We do this thing in the show, in our shows now, and it's called Heroes. And these are kids who do extra special things. Kids who pick up slack in places. They do stuff they weren't asked to do. They lead by example. And Dana was one of our heroes, and she doesn't know it, but Dana, you're our hero. Finally, there are two more people I want to thank, and I intentionally planned this way, because I know this is going to be real hard. It broke my heart tonight to see Colin go down, and I'm going to say this as quickly as I can. I don't have any sons. I have 3 beautiful daughters. God bless me with wonderful kids. But if I had a son, I want him to be just like Colin Crone. Colin's not a senior at MND, but he's as much of the fabric of this theater group as anybody standing up. And finally, someone who's put up with me for every show that I've done here up to this point. And she is probably one of, I'll say it, she is the most talented kid I've ever worked with. She is a great person to be in life with. She is kind, she is outgoing, she is incredibly talented, she is generous, and I can't say enough good things about her. Karen Biscoping is my... These kids in your family, you're blessed with some really wonderful people. We are extremely proud of these folks, and we just admire the work you're doing with them. You've raised some great kids. We thank you for supporting MND Theater. We hope to see you again shortly when we do Odd Couple and then in spring. Yeah! Thanks very much.